last week. You were there for a while, about the renovation of the Patchogue Theater. It's moving ahead very, very quickly. It's only a few months away. It's going to start January 4th, I think it is. It's quite a big operation. So I mentioned to Linda and Dion that they should keep an eye on this because it's going to be great photo ops in there. We're going to scaffold the entire inside of the theater because we're going to be doing work on the ceiling. So this is a kind of a job that probably every 25 years you can do because of the cost putting a scaffold in. So since we have to do some things, we're going to do a lot of work on the ceiling of the theater, while the scaffolding up. It's going to be new seats put in, and a lot of cosmetic work to the inside house of the theater. So we had the meeting last week, and everything's moving ahead pretty quickly. I'd like to thank Sarich, who's really kind of taking the ball on that, and Marion Russo, who are really working very hard to organize that. And it's a big operation. It's going to take about 2 months to get done. And if you've seen the timeline, it's pretty interesting how every day is, they know what they're doing. So again, Mark, in the parking lot there, you'll probably see some trucks coming in.
Yeah, we do.
And I addressed that and made sure all the trucks get parked over on the other side.
Right.
And there'll be maybe a couple days of dumpsters being brought in. So, just bear with it.
That means Angela's be screaming at us?
Angela, yeah, but everybody's going to be wondering what's going on and when these things are going to move. But the dumpsters are going to be there basically to take the seats out. And it should be a quick turnaround. It's after the holidays, so. But again, the theater renovation is a really good story. I would hope that our locals and newspapers take a look at that. And it's a great story.
Well, one of the problems that we have in government sometimes is we let things go. And then when you finally have to catch up to them and repair them and replace them and do the upgrades, you spend twice the amount of money that you normally have to do. We've just made a decision. We're at about this. Now, David, when did you guys start? In 96, 97?
96.
96. So this is year 18, almost year 19. Since the theater restoration, and then I think you opened it in 99?
99 is when the first show was there.
Yes. So it's time for us to now do those things to make sure that there's sustainability to the theater over time. This will be about $1 million investment, and it's being done so the next administration, the next generation has a theater in a condition that they can move forward with. It's still important an asset.
Main Street. And we put a 50-year roof on it, so we want to make sure that the inside lasts as long as the roof. But it's going to, if you go into the theater and you sit in one of those seats and say, geez, these seats are a little small, or the back is falling back, or the arm falls off, or whatever.
Or the spring sticks
So the
up
spring is sticking up. Those seats are more than 50 years old. They're probably like 80 years old.
80 or 90?
Yeah.
When did they come out of, David? David, was
They came out of where Les Mis was playing. The first run that they ended.
They were probably
These guys have ended, they pulled out those.
30 years old when you guys got them.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. They're all ancient.
Yeah, and they're all going to be bigger seats, larger size. Plus, because of the configuration, we're going to be adding more handicapped accessible areas, and there's actually going to be more seats, even though they're bigger because of the configuration and the way they figured it out. There's going to be more seats in the theater, and there are some things that are going to be done upstairs. The seats can be removed, so if people want to rent the balcony for a corporate party or whatever during the show, they can do that and have catering and things like that. So it's going to be pretty exciting. So if you're in the village during that construction, I would say to everybody to stop in and take a look, because it's going to be pretty impressive. And I wasn't there when they first did it, David, but you were there, and it's probably going to look fairly the same with all the scaffolding there. So thanks to the taxpayers of the Village of Patchogue for taking that theater and making it grand.
It is such an asset, and I really believe it's part of what makes Main Street thrive.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's a great place, and, thanks to the people who work there, and also the 90-plus volunteers who keep that theater running. And another thing I've got